Hi, I'm disability lawyer David Brannon. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what happens when your return to work program for CPP disability does not go as expected or is unsuccessful. Now, after watching this video, you'll know what will happen if you go into the CPP disability return to work program and it is ultimately unsuccessful. We'll talk about what happens so that you will know ahead of time and hopefully can avoid as much disruption as possible in your life. Now, if you like this video, it really helps us if you can hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and also leave your comments down below. We will be watching for those comments and we will answer them for you. Now, just as a recap, CPP Disability does have a program that helps people receiving CPP disability transition back to the workforce. It's called the CPP Disability Vocational Rehabilitation Program. We've talked about it in other videos, but it's important to know that this program is intended to help people who want to get off of CPP disability and get back into the workforce. Let's assume for a second that you get approved for this program, you go through the vocational counseling, you get some additional training, or courses or certificates or whatever. They help you transition back to a job that everybody thinks is going to be the best possibility of success for you. But let's say that it doesn't work out. A lot of people are anxious to know what will happen if it doesn't work out. Am I going to have to go through this whole application process for CPP disability? Oftentimes people went through months, sometimes years to get approved in the first place. So what's going to happen? Let's go through that right now. So there's different things that will happen depending on how long you have been off of CPP disability on this return to work. Things will really trigger once they stop your CPP disability payments. So let's say you go through the program, there's a transition period where you're starting to work, still receiving CPP disability, and then they get to the point where they say, you're earning enough now that we're going to stop your CPP disability. The date they stop your CPP disability is going to start a clock counting. What will happen then is if you then are required to go back off work again within 2 years of your CPP disability stopping, then you would be able to get approved for your claim again without any application. It's just an automatic approval. Now, you'd have to go through the program and they would arrange that, but if you go off again based on the same disability and it's because your disability flares up, your medical condition gets worse, as long as the same kind of disability and reasons, then they will approve it automatically. Now, the second situation is if you're back to work, and let's say you're over 2 years, but less than 5 years. You're in that 2 to 5 year range. In that range, they still have a process to give you a kind of expedited, a faster approval process for CPP disability. You don't have to go through all of the original hoops that you had to go through. There's still that process there if you're in that 2 to 5 year period. The third situation is if you're over 5 years. You're back to work, over 5 years, your disability reoccurs is how they like to describe it, but that just means that it's not like your disability ever went away. When they say reoccur, they just mean it again rose to the level where it would prevent you from working, okay? So if that happens after 5 years, unfortunately, you do have to go back to the full CPP disability application process, start a whole new application. I would tell you that even if that is the case, it still is probably going to be a much easier ride for you to get approved again, and you might get approved immediately. What I would encourage you to do though in that situation is you would want to request your old CPP disability file from them. That will help you in filling out the forms and things and get this new application in quickly, and hopefully you'll be approved. So there you have it. Those are the three situations where what will happen if you have to go off work again because of your disability. Now, if you have to go off work again for other reasons, that's going to complicate things. So it's going to be important for you throughout this process to make sure your doctor is documenting your medical condition while you're in this return to work phase so that you have some evidence to show that your disability was worsening and that's what eventually led to this time off work. Please always consider to do these return to work programs. They're fantastic. If you think you're going to be able to pull it off, work with CPP disability on it. In my experience, they're very good with working with you, and hopefully can help you get back into the workforce, because that's what most people want anyways. Now, if you like this video, please hit that like button. We'd love it if you'd subscribe to this channel and also leave your comments down below, and I'll see you back next time.